Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I realize that I have not been introducing myself. I'm Jardon. I am a hypnotherapist, crystal healer, Reiki master. I've been doing pendulum work my entire life, in a healing sense, not like speaking to the dead or anything, but I've been using it to heal my whole life. So today's video is going to be on the self-discovery tools. That being said, all the tools, the journaling exercises, the conscious exercises, the meditation, visualization in that shadow work video can all apply here. Okay? And additionally, you might find it helpful if you're a visual person or just want a visual in general. The Wheel of Happiness. You can Google it, print it out. And essentially what the Wheel of Happiness is it has a bunch of categories on it. Finances, career, relationship, romantic partnerships. And what you want to do is you want to rank on a scale of, I think it's 1 to 10 on most of them. There's a bunch of different versions, so choose one accordingly. But you want to rank the categories that you do have in your life or ones that you want to have in your life, and rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. And essentially what you want to do is put more focus in the areas you're not satisfied with and probably take away some energy from the ones that you are higher on the scale with, more satisfied with. And essentially what you're trying to do is make that wheel round. Because if you think about the concept of a wheel, if it's all over the place and, jagged and whatnot, it's going to be a bumpy ride. And so if you go ahead and focus on certain areas, work on balancing, it's going to be a smoother ride in life. So that's a good idea. And you can change out the categories for things that you do want and things that apply currently to your life. And things that don't, just get rid of them, change them out, I want to say that I saw like a couple blank ones, but you can get like the idea of, the different categories off of the ones that are filled in with them. And so it's just something that gives you a visual more or less on your life. You can take that even and journal on it and say, okay, I will be satisfied with, I'll be satisfied with this area when, using like that sentence stem type concept. And then, let your subconscious fly. Just freestyle right after that sentence stem and just let it come out. That's how you're going to get to like what's in the subconscious. The more free flowing you write, the more will come up. Another thing, affirmations. I know that there's a lot of people who think affirmations are woo-woo and flowery. But we use those intentions that we actually want and word them in a way to then let our subconscious absorb them. And then guess what? Your subconscious will put you on a path, essentially getting you there. And so you want to state them in the present, in the positive, and you want to be intentional. So instead of saying something like, I want to eat healthier because I want to lose weight and be less stressed. Number one, you want to. That puts it off in the future. Okay? We don't want to talk in future. We want to talk in the present. So that I can lose weight. Number one, the word lose is a negative word to your subconscious. be less stressed. How many times have you told yourself to calm down and be less stressed and just cause more of it for yourself? Yeah. So instead of saying that, you might want to go with, I eat balanced, healthy meals so that I can live a long life full of energy and vitality. It sounds woo-woo, it sounds a little out there, but what you're doing is you're reprogramming your brain to eat healthily so that you have that energy and vitality that you desire. It gives enough guidance for your subconscious to take you there, but also leaves it general enough to where you're not on a, like, you're not forcing it to go a certain way. Okay? There were a lot of exercises, so I do encourage you to go back to that shadow work tool video. But there's a lot of exercises there, and these ones are just kind of extras that you can throw into your repertoire while you're doing the self-discovery work. I want to make this abundantly clear. You will get triggered doing the self-discovery work. You will find more shadow work that needs to be done. And that's fine. Figure out what, situation made that, emotional reaction come up. And regarding, your situation, situational awareness is important. Either tuck that away and work on it later, or you can work on it in the moment. This is all about alignment, finding your peace, because knowing who you are, it brings up all those self-words, your self-worth, your self-image, your self-confidence, your self-awareness. You're cultivating all those things. And I'm going to tell you right now, as a person who has done this all out of order, that's why I wrote my book. You're going to end up being triggered again, number one. But the fact that you did the shadow work first will make it easier, because it's not only that, like, you learn things about yourself and, who you innately are, but this is kind of like dealing with, like, the outward world. Like, the shadow work is the internal world 100%. This is also internal, but it's in how you react and, I guess, what is the word I'm looking for? It's right there. Interact with the world around you is the self-discovery portion, if you want to look at it that way. So there will be less settling. There will be less self-betrayal. It's another one of those words. You'll be able to speak up. You'll be more understanding, more loving, more compassionate towards people. You'll also be able to have that discernment on the way people are and their patterns, and you'll be able to discern whether or not they're working towards something else. So essentially, being secure in yourself, you'll have better relational situations, whether it's family, lover, business, friend, and you'll have better outlooks. And that all sets you up for, like, finding that purpose, right? So remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. And then I keep having this portion. There's a quote on my website that I used, and it's like, nothing can be changed until it's faced, but nothing can be faced, or no, nothing can be faced until it's changed. The part that sticks out to me is that, like, you can't change anything until you face it. Gosh, that's going to really irritate me. And that probably looks, I don't know. I don't care. That is the part that keeps replays in my head right now, is like, nothing can be changed until you face it. And the more you face yourself, the more you dig, it's like it implants that security. You learn how to interact differently with people and situations around you. So, that being said, we're going to do the deeper dive into boundaries and forming them next week. And then I think that the forgiveness and release video that I had come up with, I think that one's going to be the next one before we get into that purpose. I'm thinking that, yeah, like boundaries is definitely next week, and then the forgiveness and release will be the week after. Just because this isn't a linear thing, this healing work. It's not, oh, I did my shadow work, now it's one and done. You're going to have different situations that come up, different, things that try and test you. And we're just anchoring you in that resolve to follow your highest path of, doing things, seeing your higher self and achieving it. So, shadow to light work, an intentional journey of healing, self-discovery, and purpose. It's my book. It's on Amazon. I'll have the link in the description box below. And then asktohypnotherapy.com is my website. All right. See you guys next week. Bye.